Yeah, man. Hey, look, welcome back to the Roosevelt Show. Uh, I'm your host, Roosevelt. I got my co-host up in here, 100P from West Side of the 110, man. The host over there. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his show Monday nights. Uh, yeah, man. Hey, we got a few, the fellas that's gonna join in tonight, but we got a, fun, packed filled show for y'all tonight, man. We got some breaking news. We got some opinions to discuss. We got some things that we want to talk about. But before we get that started, y'all know we always got to run that famous intro. But look, I switched it up, man. Look, let's go. Yeah, man. Welcome back to the Roosevelt Show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and drop a bomb for this one tonight. Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Let me drop another bomb for him and ring that alarm for him one time.
Man,
Yeah. Drop another bomb for him. Yeah. Yo, welcome back to the Roosevelt Show, man. I am your host, Roosevelt. Uh, I got my guy P up in here with me tonight, man. I anticipate some of the other fellas gonna be pulling up, pretty soon. But while we doing that, I gotta make sure I share this shit to all the groups, man. If you watching, or if you may watch in the future, make sure y'all like, man. Drop a like, drop a heart, drop a emoji in this motherfucker.
drop
And if you
something.
yeah, if you watching from YouTube, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. But anyway, 100P, what's good with you, my brother? How was your week, bro?
It was a great week. Great week.
Mm-hmm.
Every week, every day, you here to see another day is always a great week. So I mean,
Yeah.
can't complain, man. Like I said, you make $20 or 20,000, you get money. So think
Mm.
positive. Keep getting money, respectful.
Ain't that the truth? You say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Basically,
Oh,
facts, facts, man. Uh, you know, usually I would go around the panel, but it's only me and P tonight, so I'm gonna drop my week on y'all, man. My week was good, man. You know, in the middle of the week, be honest with y'all, you know, uh, little hiccups in life. Sometimes life be life. Sometimes you gotta let life, if that makes sense. Did I make sense with that, P? Do you think they understand that or no, bro?
I
I
mean,
said
anybody with common sense should be able to understand that. I mean, hell, sometimes you just gotta let life take its course.
I didn't want it to go over, a few motherfuckers' heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, life be lifing, and sometimes you gotta let life. You know what I mean? Some may ask me, Rose, what you mean by that? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Get my shit right. I promise you. Give me only 2 more seconds. Hold on.
See, I got to
Hold
make sure those are even horizontals.
on. You stupid, bro.
I can't be zigzagging. Don't want to linger.
We are not fucking with no horizontals. I don't even know if motherfuckers know what horizontals mean, P. You think they know that?
Um,
That's
yeah,
some
the
new
people
lingo.
that maybe indulge in shit like that does, but in reality, like some people
Right.
may listen, like, what the fuck is a horizontal? They look in the dictionary right now, like, what the word horizontal mean?
Right. Yeah, man. Anyhow, man, I'm glad, my brethren had a good week. Um, like I said, with my week in the middle of the week, like I said, life was lifing, but it's Friday, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a shout out to Friday. Let me drop a bomb for that. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. Yeah. Yeah. It is Friday, and hopefully everybody have, had a good week out there that may watch, man. Getting back into it,
Hey,
P.
hey, Ro,
Yeah. What up? What up?
hey, real quick, what's so funny is like how people wait and say TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I think these employers and places of employment nowadays, they
Mm,
have they have gotten far away from traditional work schedules. So I don't think people look forward to Friday. Some people be like, damn, man, I'm looking forward to this damn Monday. Because, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, especially for a lot of people who ain't got no seniority. Because it's like niggas that's like 50 just getting their first real job.
facts. You saying the people that don't have the weekend off, which is a lot of motherfuckers. I would agree with you on that. It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't have the weekend off. Um, you say them motherfuckers, when we say that shit, they looking at us like, nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Weekends
Basically.
overrated.
Overrated? Why?
They
Why's the
are.
weekend off?
They are. Anybody who lives in Southern California, Rose, if you go, well, back in the day, everybody went to Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, because that's where the clubs were.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, you would spend maybe $100. This is back in the day, $100 before you get there because you know what I'm saying. You're gonna get faded before you get there because you ain't finna be buying them high ass drinks.
Wait,
So
wait,
you spend it on that.
hold on. You say the niggas pre-gaming before they get there, P?
What the fuck?
Niggas pre-gaming before they get to the club? Is
Hey,
that what they do?
well, hey, what they say? Drunk a 40 in the car. Shit, that's what I said that in the track. I said, shit, drunk a 40 in the car. Fuck, I ain't
What
finna
the fuck
get up
was
in
that?
there. Hey,
Yo,
real shit. Hey, do the math. How many people been to clubs before and spent maybe $100 minimum on maybe three good drinks? Maybe say some shit like a French connection or some shit like that. Some people may be like, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah, that's some shit that ain't no Amsterdam and orange juice.
hmm, hmm. And for the record, sometimes, most of the time, to kind of go off of what bro saying, most of the time the drinks when you go in the club, they do be watered down. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie. They do be watered down. You know what I mean? But because it's the club, they can, they got the opportunity to charge you whatever they want to. Really? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
They put all that damn ice.
Real shit. Real shit. Real shit. You ain't never lied, P. Um, I got some topics tonight, man. Some might ruffle a few feathers, you know. I'm not sure. But anyhow, we're gonna jump into these topics, man. Be honest with you, we're going straight into it, man. Breaking news. You know, uh Gene Hackman and his wife and one of their dogs was found, unresponsive in their residence um in Santa Fe, New Mexico yesterday, you know. Um since then there has been, a few things that have came out. First they didn't know, you know, what it was. But I've did my research and they say that, um there was three dogs on the residence. One of them, obviously succumb to, whatever it was. Still a speculation until what they say the toxicology results come back.
Oh,
From
those came back.
they came back. Mm,
Those came back today. They
mm,
showed that there wasn't any carbon dioxide in their system, like they didn't die from that carbon dioxide poison or anything like that.
mm. Because that's what most people thought it was. They thought it was, from carbon monoxide. So that came back and ruled that out. Now, um, they also did say that there were some pills found in the bathroom next to his wife. Um, you know, so from it went from a what you call it, like an investigation to no harm foul or no harm harm play, to it being like suspicious, you know, based off of what they finding. And I'm not going to speculate because that's not what I do here, but they maybe it's it looks like it's like kind of like suicide. What do y'all think about that? Being honest, this man's
I
96
mean,
years old, by the way. Why would he do that? But go ahead, land your plane, man.
you said he was
He they say he's 90 some years old, 96, 97, something
96
like
years old.
that. Yeah. And they
I mean,
found some pills, an open pill bottle with some pills out next to his wife in the bathroom.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's talk about it.
I
Money
mean,
didn't get.
were they blue?
They didn't elaborate on if they was blue or not, but I mean, like, does that at that point, just off of the evidence that was provided by the sheriff's department that's dealing, investigating this case, does that you know seem like like a murder suit? A murder suit. I don't want to say that word because I don't know, based off of social media, but is it a murder suit?
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, your question is, do you feel like it was a double unaliving?
Basically, or a triple?
A piece of me says yes because some new bills got signed for some paperwork to come about, and there's some names on that paperwork
What
that's
does that?
going to
What does that have to do with him, though? Gene Hackman, from as far as I'm, concerned, he's never been involved in this long stretch of him being in Hollywood. He's never, you know what I mean. There's never been no bullshit. Not saying that it's not. Don't get me wrong, but
So when you
we
say,
we
He's
just basing
96.
it off of
We don't know. We don't know what scandal he was a part of 60 years ago.
whoa,
and all I'm doing is giving my opinion. This
whoa,
is merely an opinion. This is not a factual statement that I'm saying because I was not there at the time of the situation.
whoa.
But I
Len,
know this. But I know this him.
mm,
It's paperwork coming out. His name's being dropped. Things being said and done now.
Fact.
mm.
Did y'all forget it's the new president? Did y'all forget that man sat in front of the world and said, in layman's terms, I'm gonna get mine when y'all put me back in office. Not if, when y'all put me back in office.
Mm.
So what you thought? What you thought? Y'all worried about finding out what really happened at 9/11? Yeah, okay. Any person with common sense and no construction, but that's a different conversation. It ain't hard to see. It's gonna be a whole lot more Epstein-like unalivings coming. They
Are you?
bad. They bad enough to do the shit. They bad enough to set it in motion. They bad enough to sign themselves away to whatever they do. But they not bad enough to take the consequences that come with it. And this is one of the consequences that was coming with it. This man rattling the world when he got put back in office. And it's a long list of shit that been cracked off since this man been back in office that don't get put in the public eye. You gotta look and search and find and go to these third world newscasters that tell you everything that's going on in the world for real.
Mm.
They never put the shit out because it's a blemish to the name of the people that stand behind it. The only time they talk about it is when somebody died. Before that, you hear nothing. Somebody die or tariffs get put in place or a whole fucking body of water gets its name changed. I'm just saying. Any person with a brain and common sense can see what's going on. My question every time, okay, y'all talking about this, what y'all not talking about? Because there's other parts of the country of this world, other parts of this world that's real fascinated about what the fuck America got going on. The center of America, not north, south, the center of that motherfucker.
So let me ask you, just to be clear, you think by Trump being in office, this has something to do with this man's death, him and his wife and his dog? That's what you're saying.
It's one of the theories that could be possible.
You got to break that down. How do you feel? The theory is possible.
If Diddy got political parties on tape, that white man got whole memories with motherfuckers of what's not on tape.
So then that goes back to what P is saying is like it's a possibility some shit that came out or that may come out from 60 years ago. He just Are we saying he just got ahead of the curve and just unalived himself and his wife and his dog? Well, you know what? I got a mystery about the dog. I got like my own synopsis. I think
Lord, what about the dog, sir?
no
What
for real.
about the dog, sir?
Like I think if it is that case and we speculating on what we speculating on that it was a unaliving Sue, a Sue Sizzle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the dog walked in and they ate some of the shit that was left over, and that's how he checked out. Because there was two other dogs still on the premises that had no issues. These are facts. These are facts. P, I never got your word on this, man. P, what you think about this, man? With Gene Hackman and the whole scenario that went down in Santa Fe, New Mexico, man.
Oh
I
yeah, he was
mean,
outside bounds too. Oh yeah,
I mean, prayers to his family. That's
Mhm.
something that everybody's living got to do is check out one day. So I'm not
true.
surprised it happened. Don't nobody know how they're gonna die, when they're gonna die, where they're gonna die, who they're gonna be around, when it's gonna happen.
Facts.
But aside from that, I look at it like, I mean, hey, it's February 28th, man. We supposed to be celebrating Black History Month, and
Hmm.
the media hasn't really said too much about that today. They've had things like this more as breaking news and headlining, possibly
Right.
seeing if there could have been some foul play into that. But you know what I'm saying? That honestly, that's how I feel about the situation. I mean, hell, he's not the first nor the last human who's going to die. You know what I'm saying? I mean, was it foul play? I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows what that man was into? But 96 years old, I mean, I doubt
AP,
very seriously. I mean, 96
AP,
years old, you done live your life with two lives. Matter of fact, three for some.
Or maybe because he's 96, he checked out and his woman decided, you know what, I can't live this world without this man. And you never
huh?
know.
What?
Man, hey, let's be real.
Yeah, all
We
right. She
all
was like
remember,
50 something.
rest in peace.
Had long years.
I'm just
I
saying
said what I said. What I said.
it's a lot of
Long years.
it's a lot of scenarios that could
But
play.
hey, Big LA should be familiar with this one. You know,
Oh shit.
Incident with
Oh
one
shit.
quarterback of his favorite team that happened. You know, um, maybe in this situation, this young lady may have thought that this older man had another woman, and she said, "If I can't have you to myself, nobody else will."
And just to be
Boy.
clear, you're referring to Steve McNair, right?
Rest in peace. Originally drafted at, if I'm not mistaken, as a Houston Oiler,
Yeah,
along with Eddie George,
yeah. The real Titans,
the original. Remember the Titans.
the original Titans. You know, but we shall move along. Uh, Speaking of some fucked up shit, that's a mystery, man. Yo, I'm gonna bring this up. I'll tell y'all the backstory too. But TMZ reported today that the airline defends a crew after a corpse was seated next to a vacationing couple on the plane for 4 hours. So basically, what happened? I'll break it down in nigga terms.
I'm familiar with this
You said
process.
a dead body next to a couple on an airplane.
Basically,
I'm
for four
familiar
hours.
with this.
For 4 hours. Uh, and the airline, that's the airline there. I'm not gonna mention it. Y'all see it. You know, they agreed that this was not an issue. Now, check it out. I got to bring this down. And if y'all niggas can get on camera, I would definitely appreciate it because I want to see y'all reactions to this shit. If you was on the plane and they said, not even they said, right, but they just happen to you know sit an unalive person next to you and your significant other after you coming back from vacation on a 4 hour flight, like, would you be cool with that? I'm
Check,
gonna go.
please. Check, please. Lawyer. Lawyer. Check. Strong fellow. String fellow. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Mm. So instantly, you ain't fucking with it. Obviously, I wouldn't either. I'm just asking all the way around. Yeah, P, what you think about this, bro?
I mean, I worked in the airline industry for over 10 years of my life. So this
Mm.
process I've heard about before. Not saying, oh, they specifically see them next to vacation and couples, but I mean, let's be fucking realistic. If somebody passes away in the airplane and you're 4 hours away from wherever you got to go, or longer, and say for instance, we don't know the whole scenario. What if that was the only open seat on the flight? You
Mm.
have
No.
to sit
No.
in the body
No.
somewhere.
No. 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 Nigga. No.
Wait,
Nigga.
wait, hold on,
No.
hold on. Why you say no, Big LA? You got to break that down, bro. Why you say no?
I don't give a fuck. If the body is not being traveled outside of, no, they got fucking specialty flights for shit like that, P.
No, no, no. Hey, big LA. But listen. They don't. Hey, I've loaded human remains on the aircraft before. They don't
I
put
was,
dead
I
bodies on
was,
the plane with people. This
I
happens
was,
in flight. People pass
I,
away in flight.
yeah. I was gonna ask you that, P, like, because based off of you working at the airport for 10 years, have you? You said you had to load human remains on like a plane before.
I've done that multiple times. Matter of fact, some flight. You know what I'm saying? Like people who want to have their loved ones sent home to their original country. I've loaded like
Mm.
a whole family on one flight. You know what I'm saying? That ended up passing away. I don't know how, but it was a whole family.
Damn,
Um, but
damn.
to go back to what you were saying, yeah. Say for instance, you traveling from here, it's a nonstop flight from LA to Sydney, Australia. That's like damn near 16 hours. Somebody has a
Well,
heart attack
for the
2 hours
record,
in.
this was a 16-hour flight. It was going from
Okay, I would even do that.
Qatar to like Houston, so which is basically like Saudi Arabia to fucking
The,
Houston.
the Middle East to the deep south.
Okay.
Exactly. 16.
Okay, but you said place there. That mean when the flight started, the motherfucker wasn't there.
No,
And
no. What you know? What Big LA? You got a good point there. If where was this person sitting at when this happened, or was
man,
this a
listen,
crew member?
man, listen. 4 hours. The flight was 16. Okay, something not making sense. You put this body here. You got to be fucked up. Stringfellow and Associates. Yeah. Check,
You know
please.
what? You
Check.
know what? You know what's starting to make it clear, like on some real shit, is like everybody that gets on a plane has a designated seat, right?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Okay. So why couldn't that person remain in a designated seat?
that's a
That's
good question.
that would be my question.
Technically, they said it was a 4 hour, it was 16-hour flight. But was it non? It was a non-stop flight.
Yeah. Hey, from the
Oh,
looks,
somebody.
from the
Oh,
looks of that,
somebody got chipped in midair and got put in the seat and told to sit down. Yeah.
hey, basically, because depends on where the flight is at. Because sometimes they're at a point where it would take them longer to turn around and go back to where they came from rather than just keep going. But from the
Shit,
looks of this
you over
airplane right here, this is a 777. I don't. I want to say
you over
triple
the
seven.
middle. You
This
over
is a
the
big
middle of the Atlantic, nigga.
nonstop.
Ain't no turning back over the middle of the Atlantic. You know what I mean? You either finishing that flight or you ain't no turning back. Like at least in that, like if you came from the Pacific, you could probably land Japan, Hawaii, maybe Alaska, depending on, where you diverted from. In the Atlantic, ain't no islands between here and which I want to say Europe. Tell me if I'm wrong.
It's a couple private ones in between. I mean, for emergencies, they can land anywhere, bro.
Not when you over the water. Where you gonna land at? In the water? The nearest thing that I think in the Atlantic would be like the fucking Caribbean, Puerto
It's
Rico, Cuba. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
some
Jamaica.
it's some it's some. I get what you're saying. It's something a little closer, but they're like I said, they private
There's
islands.
there's nothing closer. When you take off from
You're not hearing
Europe,
what I'm saying. You're not hearing what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
What you
There
saying?
are there are private islands in between.
There are no private islands in between, bro. I hear clearly what you're saying. You saying there's something between the Atlantic and America, from Europe to America. There are none. I promise you that. Zero. The nearest thing you're gonna get to an island is either the nearest land you're gonna get to is either Maine, Canada, which is northeast, or you're gonna go down southwest, which is the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, all of them. There's nothing in between, bro. Look on the map. There's nothing in between to land on. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. There's nothing to land on. That's all I'm saying. You know, so I don't know. You know, maybe. You know, my question is like, where was they sitting at? Where was his body sitting at before this happened? And was this couple sitting in the back of the plane? But we shall move on, man. You know,
A
once
lot
you
of
watch
questions still need to be asked about that, though.
exactly,
Well, a
I
lot of
feel
questions still need to be answered about that.
facts, facts. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered about a lot of shit. But we're gonna bring this up, man. The Pentagon orders removal of transgender troops, giving the military 30 days to identify members for discharge. So if you identify you're a male and you identify as a woman now, or if you're a woman and you identify as a male now, the Pentagon, the military has given, orders to remove transgender troops within 30 days. I thought about this today and I got like, like 50-50. It's just like these people are willing to lay their life on the line. Why does it matter? if they brain or if they, if their intelligence is good enough to go fly that jet, whether it's a man that says or a man that says he's a woman now, or a woman that says she's a man now. If you can get up there and fly that motherfucking jet and make sure shit is A1, or you can navigate that military ship, or you can get out there on that field and call these plays to protect these United States of America, I don't see where there's a problem.
Because that's not what the so-called forefathers built America on. You got to understand of how much today was behind closed doors 100 years ago, 200, 300 years ago.
Speak on it.
Hell, all the way back to the 1700s, 1800s, there was
Mhm.
no there was no speak of transgender. Damn sure wasn't no speak of transgender in the Olympics.
Nah, it was considered deemed for that kind of information to come out. Even being, and I don't even want to say this word, y'all know what I'm talking about. Even being, you know, a part of that community was looked at being different. Let alone the transgender portion of it. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with you there.
It's no, how could I say this? He want to take it back to the black and white days. That's as
Hmm.
simple as I can say it for people. He want to take it to the black and white days.
No, we
All that,
we see we
all
see
that behind closed doors shit.
we see
He
what's
want to
going
put
on.
that shit back behind closed doors. We do on the screen, we do, and the people that watch us do. But it's a lot of other motherfuckers that don't see it.
No, we see what's going on clearly. But let me ask you your personal opinion. How do you feel about this? Your personal opinion.
Well,
Who you talking to? Big
Yeah,
LA?
he
yeah.
talking to me. Yeah, he told yeah, yeah. He
And
want
then, and then,
that
and then P, I'm gonna get to you in a minute too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We since Big LA
Okay.
also
speaking.
real, also real. If they protecting the country and they not, if it don't bring no harm,
Mm,
I don't see what the problem is.
mm,
Because some of these same people are still vets. They still
mm,
come out with fucked up PTSD.
mm.
Some of these people had to go do some shit motherfuckers see on TV and still don't think it's real. They still humans. They're still people.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
No matter the cards that was dealt for them, they're
yeah.
still people. They still motherfucking human beings. Just like bringing all the Hispanic people, you want to bring them to come to war, then send them back. That was crazy.
How do you feel about it legally?
What you mean?
from
From what
from from a
aspect?
legal standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like not to cut you off, but like let's be real. If laws are being put into place that they expect people to abide by, if they say this can't be allowed in your military or this can't be allowed here, this and that, or whatever, not even that, just other things. If they sign that in the law, how do you feel about that?
It's a complete contradiction of our country and what they claim it stands for. You can't say the land of the free, the home of the brave, and then you categorize a motherfucker and say what they can and can't do. That
Mm,
doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
mm,
I don't give a fuck color, race, gender, sexual. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You tell a motherfucker they come here, they could live free, and how the fuck they feel they want to live to an extent with laws and things, but they could live who they are. And then you put some shit in place because you don't like it because you get a rare hair up your ass because you felt like the country and the constituents of it that run it did you wrong. Fuck you.
mm. That's interesting, man.
So So basically, you're saying that you agree that the government should allow homosexuals to still be enlisted in the military. You
AP,
think they should.
AP. Let's talk about it. Are you gonna look at a homosexual differently if they save your life and kill a motherfucker from and stop a motherfucker from killing you?
No, I didn't say I was
No,
for or
no, no,
against.
no,
I was
no, no,
just
no. I'm
basically
merely,
saying you
asking a question. I'm
you
who?
can't answer a question. You can't answer a question with a question.
How? I gave a whole reason, but I gave a whole reason before my question.
And I'm
Nah,
saying that,
he
and
said
I'm just
straight
trying to
up.
address it because from what I got out of it, I'm pretty sure a few other people also would say that Big LA feels that they should allow people who are considered homosexual to still be in the military, which a lot of people may agree with you.
That is, I just want to confirm, Big LA. Are you saying, is that what you saying?
I'm saying they people and they humans first,
So
and they
it's
should be
so
treated as such.
no, no, no. Simply yes or no, bro. If you, and it ain't no wrong.
I'm giving a yes,
I know you.
yes,
I know you.
yes,
I know
yes.
you breaking. I know you breaking it down of why you feel like that, but simply yes or no. Do you feel like it's okay for transgenders to be in the military to protect this country? Yes or no? You broke down why already. Simply.
And I say yeah.
All right. P. We're gonna move along. Big LA say yeah. P. Yes or no? Simple.
If you can pass the basic without any restrictions, you should be allowed to fight. I look at it like that. Like,
Mm.
in all honesty. And that goes from any kind of military, local law enforcement agency, because I know some of you may have seen some police officers in your city now that may be smaller than your child. You know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, these are the folks supposed to
Firefighters.
protect the neighborhood.
Firefighters as well. Yep. Yep. Now that's and I commend both of you gentlemen because, like I said in the beginning, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. People had a preference. You know what I mean? I mean, some motherfuckers may choose to drink, or some motherfuckers may choose to smoke. It's the same shit. The life choices that you make with your life, it's your life if that's what you want to do. But like Big LA and Honey P said, I like what P said. If you can pass that basic test, that means you fit for the job. Goddamn it! So you should be
Hey,
able to do
and
all.
it's not the fact of just passing the basic test. It's anybody. What I don't care if you're transgender, man, woman, whatever your pronouns are. If you
Mhm.
can show that you can, that's like if you apply for a job. I'm not gonna apply to be a welder and I don't know how to weld.
What the fuck was that?
That nigga said.
Right, right.
I had to hit the button on him that time. Hold on.
What the fuck was that?
That nigga said, P, you a cold nigga. But yeah.
He not telling no lies though.
No, he not P100 with it. And
Just like back in the day, they said women couldn't do certain things, and you got women truck drivers, construction workers, and all that.
Hey,
And you,
honestly, a lot of stay-at-home moms have realized that driving truck is more beneficial for them than actually the man.
that is true. That is true. That is very true.
Who raised you niggas?
That is very true. That is very true. There are a lot of women out here driving trucks. I remember, go do your history at a time where it was World War II. All these men were being shipped off, to Europe and the Pacific. Who you
who the
think
hell
was
got man?
who y'all
Talk your shit.
who y'all think was creating these tanks and planes and shit? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
Factual.
That's
And they forget to talk about, since it's Black History Month, they forget to talk about the black battalions who ended up doing certain things that other battalions couldn't do.
yo, yo.
Wouldn't do.
Why while we at it, you know, on Black History Month, this is the last day of Black History Month. I just want to. I was watching something on Rosewood. Y'all remember Rosewood? Not the movie, but have y'all recalled the story of Rosewood where it, like really happened?
Yeah, because the movie wasn't accurate.
No,
Not a
it
no, no. I
it
say it
was
nicely. No.
Just
it
like
wasn't.
What's Love got to do with it wasn't accurate. They painted Ike Turner to be a beast. Well, that's another story though.
It wasn't. You know, for the most part, what happened, what generated the conflict, that was true. But the many of lives that was lost, I was watching something the other day too, man. Black History Month. There are some businesses in Florida, and streets and schools that were built over uh African American, I'm gonna be politically correct, over African American cemeteries. I watched a documentary the other day that said that they did surveys of schools that was built over African American graves, basically slaves' graves back in the early 1900s, basically, right? So they did surveys that determined there's over 500 something graves, and I forget the city. I'll share it with y'all probably on Facebook, but there's over 500 graves that have been built over where when they tear these streets, these parking lots, these classes up, you can still see the remnants of people's teeth. Like these were their final resting spots, and they built over that shit. Some cold shit. This really happened in my country, America. This really happened. Uh, I didn't mean to get off a topic, but it's Black History Month. I felt like I should share that because that gives you, that makes you think about like what's the value of a black woman or a black man in this country. And I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna land right there. Big LA, what do you think the value of a black man or a black woman is in this country today in 2025?
I feel like it holds the same way it held back then.
Mm,
We just able to do more now. They can't stop us from so much. And it's based off of the laws they put in.
yeah, yeah.
So do I feel like our value has risen? Hell no. They still feel like if they want to come shut some shit down and say we can't do this and we're not allowed to do that, that they could do that.
Mhm.
When we built 90% of the shit that's here. Well, invented it anyway.
Mhm. Okay. No, hey, that's real. And the P, what do you think the value of, a black man or a black woman is in this country today?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna just give you this a quick example, and this should explain the value to people that they probably don't even know they have. Why do two police officers that have weapons and all kind of defense mechanisms to defend themselves against people walk up to one black male that may be smaller than him and still be scared of him?
Wow.
Programming.
It
Program?
ain't programming because other people realize how powerful you are as a black man when you don't even realize it yourself.
Programming.
Shh.
That that that
Hold on.
that's a little lesson for me.
Hold on. I have to hit you with hold on one more time. Talk that sash, nigga. Yes. Damn, nigga.
People always talk that shit about, oh, because, oh, yeah, they know I'm a hood nigga, I'm a
Salute to
real
the
nigga.
Motherboard
It
podcast.
ain't that.
Yeah.
It ain't that. They know that
Hey,
you're
hold
powerful.
on. Before we move on, did y'all catch my message in the private chat? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm about to go check it out right now.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was finna say, don't mention that shit, but I'll be right back. Y'all hold it down. Go ahead, P. My
Yeah,
bad, bro.
hey, that's real shit, man. Like people don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. These police ain't scared of you. I mean, let's be real. In the hood in LA, they ain't scared of you. They waiting for you to trip so they can show you how they roll. You know what I'm saying? But before it go down, you see they so cautious already. Why is it that when they walk up to you, they already got their hand on their gun? Not saying because they know you finna pull something. You could be out playing basketball at the park with nothing but just your shoes on and your basketball shorts because you took your shirt off because y'all been having a good game. They still gonna come up to you ready, for war because they know what you're capable of. They know your power. You may not even think like that, but they know, like, oh man, especially if you a dark skinned nigga too. Oh yeah, we usually got problems with them.
True. That's true. I don't know. I got this theory, it started somewhere, So I feel like when they come to shit like that, to an extent, yeah, some programming in there.
I mean, you right.
Back in the day, for sure. Now, okay, not so much. Probably not. I go with you on that. Probably not.
Yeah, real shit.
Hey,
It's still
right,
the ways of things.
right about now, we sort of, a lot of us programming ourselves for negativity. A lot of us talk ourselves up of shit already. It's stuff that we know we capable of. It's shit we do every day. We know we could do to make money of, or somebody we know that can make money off of their craft. Niggas ain't encouraging the next brother, or they discouraging themselves before they even try something. We don't even realize our own power. How many people tell you every day? Either one of you niggas like, oh man, you could be making money doing this, that, doing this, that. People recognize shit in you before you even do sometimes.
Yeah, that's real.
It'd be like that.
But I think, in the ultimate scheme, and I said this before on the show, that we did like maybe a couple of weeks ago, you know, as far as the African American community, we were taught to hate each other since the beginning of, slavery. And the reason that was brought about, it was, simply there was a house nigga and a field nigga. The field nigga was jealous of the house nigga. That was simply it. Because they had better, or they slept in the house where, the slave owner dwelled. They may have ate a little bit better. They may have had, a few more privileges than the field nigga. And so, and then on the flip side, the field nigga, all he was doing, if he don't, perform at his best, then he's gonna probably get whipped or beat or hung or any of the above, tortured, basically, what I'm saying. So somewhere along the line that developed the divide of the jealousy in between niggas. Cause look at it today. You got some niggas that's really handling their business, you know what I mean? Out here getting the bag, doing what they doing. And then you got some niggas that's broke on the block, looking at that nigga like, man, he don't deserve that. Why the fuck? You know what I mean? Plotting, scheming, planning. You know what I
Okay,
mean? On some
okay.
bullshit.
A
Not
lot
to
of them got the
say,
wrong woman behind them.
Straight,
can I
however
please,
you look at it.
please,
However you look at it. Go ahead,
can
bro.
I, can I
My bad. Go ahead.
please counteract to what you're saying?
Go ahead.
Just a little bit.
Go ahead.
Okay. All of us thought we were together until the slave trade, right? Hey, you light skins, y'all come in the house. You know what I'm saying? You better than what's out there. You better than them dark skinned niggas over there. We didn't program ourselves that way. That was programmed into us.
What you mean, bro? When motherfuckers, nigga, who you think sold us to them ships, nigga?
The greed of a person.
And what was his color? Come on, bro. Don't dance
That's cool.
around.
That's cool. That's
No,
cool.
it ain't no cool. That's the fact.
What I'm okay. What I'm basically saying is they had to see it from somewhere. Even the ones that sold us. Even the ones of us that sold us, they had to see that shit from somewhere before they implemented it into their community.
But when is we gonna get off of that? You know, that rhetoric.
Everything is taught to us at some point, Pete.
No,
Everything.
I mean you're right. I 100% agree with you. I'm just saying like we still got people now. Some people that's in their 20s talking about something that man, oh man, this shit happened to us 400 years ago. Are you still letting that keep you down today?
What it is naturally in what I feel. That's just my synopsis, man. At a certain point, that shit is like fucking naturally. It's almost like born in your DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Like embedded type shit.
It's embedded into your DNA. And I use a prime example of this. It's just like, okay, everybody know LeBron is a great basketball player. Not saying his son is not, but like he was born with that DNA in him. So that's naturally for him to pursue that same avenue. Just like if, we could take it to the streets, a game banger. His son, the dad was born in the 80s and he pushing the line. He have a son, is naturally, for the most part, not saying all the time, but for the most part, his son is gonna gravitate to that environment. Like he's gonna be the little. See what I'm saying? Like
At some point.
I
Yeah.
don't understand how that fucks us up or how we got there, but it's definitely a fucking problem. Facts. It's definitely a fucking problem. How we got there, I don't know. I can't say from nothing, but we definitely are there, man. And it's sad. Like it's sad.
We talk about it all the time though. We always
Yeah.
have issues, but we don't come up with
If a
solutions.
mother grow up and she's on Section 8, 9 times out of 10, her daughter's gonna end up on Section 8 because that's all she was taught. It's fucked up. But that's the reality of some shit, man. And that's what I think that fucks up the black community. But it is Black History Month, and I don't want to be down on this so much because we have been obtaining some achievements as well. You know what I mean? But before we get off the bullshit, I'm gonna go here. Back in my city, man, the LA City Council member falls asleep during a session. Gerardo P. I know you know her. I know you seen her in some clips and shit.
I'm not surprised. Are you?
This bitch fell asleep, bro, during the session.
Are you surprised?
That's how important it is to make decisions where a motherfucker fall asleep, bro. Do you understand? Like, do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hell no. Wake your ass up.
Like, these are the voted in representatives. These people were voted in, right?
Yeah.
Voted in. They were voted in. As a
I mean,
voter for somebody that voted for this person, you think that's what they want to see?
what
For
what
real,
what
for
do
real?
you expect?
You got to break that down, P. What do you mean? What are the people? So this is the normal, is what you're saying.
I mean, this is the LA City Council, correct?
Correct.
The same one, yeah. Where oh yeah, and
with the
also
racial
this is the
comments and
same.
all of that bullshit. I know
Yeah,
a
this
few
the same
women
one that called
yeah.
the the little black kid the Pinche Changuito, with the what was their name, Nuri Martinez, who stepped
Hmm.
down, and
Yep. Yep.
Kevin De Leon, he didn't want to step down, and he reran and lost. Is
Yep.
this his replacement?
I don't know. I got to do my research on that. But whether it is or not, like, wouldn't that piss you off as somebody that voted? You know, if you a citizen, this could be anywhere. You know, if you're a citizen of anywhere that you voted for somebody and you see this, wouldn't that piss you off?
I mean, let's be real. How many people listening, and it's probably somebody who's supposed to be working right now listening. That's on break and trying to take a little nap. Some
And
of the
if you
shit I
are,
say on my
shout out to
TikTok.
y'all. Hey, if they is, shout out to them. Make sure they like, subscribe, and sub up. If you're on your break and you might catch you a snooze. But nigga, in front of everybody though, bro, in front of everybody.
I'm gonna show you, politics is boring.
What the
Boring than a
In front
motherfucker.
of everybody though. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Hell
yeah, in
no.
front of everybody. Yep.
Maybe
Hell
that's
yeah.
why refs don't want to get into it.
That's that bullshit, man. They should have fired that broad like ASAP. No lie. No bullshit. They should have fired this broad ASAP. Like she just come on. You see, like she got her hand on her head, nigga. Like that's a deep sleep. That's not a nap. That's just
It's
like I'm
sad
tired of this shit. I'm finna go to sleep for a minute.
because
You
that
see a nigga in
taxpayer
the
dollars
background with a suit on, standing up, nigga. Like he don't even know he had to stand up.
he's
Like
sticking
yeah,
her
you
ass out.
know what I'm saying. But speaking of black excellence, I got some topics tonight. I told y'all, and we damn near at an hour, and we ain't even finished yet, man. Hey, look, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man, his family and his estate. They say Nipsey Hussle, highly anticipated posthumous album is set to be released this summer. Now they just opened up Marathon Burgers. Uh, I forget the location. I might not even want to share that, but Black Sam is running the marathon, man. You know what I mean? Um, being, what Nipsey meant to the city, right? You know, some people may have different opinions, depending on where they grew up at, right? But do y'all feel like this would be a breath of fresh air to the LA, hip hop scene, based on what's going on with Kendrick and the beef and all of that? Like, would you like to hear a new Nipsey Hussle album this summer? This for any one of y'all. Don't jump first. Okay.
As long
So,
as they do, as long as they do it right, it'll be dope.
okay.
As long as it's done correctly, it'll be dope.
Okay. 100P, what you feel about it, bro? Let's see. P got to think about it for a minute. But yeah, I agree with Big LA. As long as it's done right, which I'm pretty sure it would be. You know what I mean? Why would they put something out if it wasn't, right? Would you agree
True.
with that?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they put something out? You know what I mean? If it wasn't legit. Um, I got some bullshit today. This is breaking news. Um, Ukraine's President Zelensky, went to the White House today. Him, Donald Trump, and the vice president, sat down and discussed, some vital information that would help, uh, secure, peace, in Ukraine. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this, and when I get back, it's about 2 minutes long. When I get back, we'll be able to delegate on it. So I'll be back in a minute. Check it
The
out.
kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong,
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You
was
don't have
in
the cards right now. With us, you start
I'm
having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives of
anymore.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What do you-
III.
what do you
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to
respect
you.
to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank
These were the words that were, said amongst the president of Ukraine and Donald Trump and his vice president. Uh, this ain't pretty deep, you know. Uh, when I looked at it, I was like, Donald Trump on some gangster shit. And they said, you shall not come in this Oval Office and disrespect us. And if I'm not mistaken, I seen a report after that says President Zelensky of Ukraine got kicked out of the White House because of this. Now, let's break it down. What do you guys feel about this?
Don't ask a question you don't want a real answer to.
What do you mean? Big LA,
You,
you always come with the deep shit, man. You got to break that shit down. Some people might not understand what you mean.
you're the vice president. You're the vice president of America, not where he's from. Under no circumstances he's supposed to tuck his nuts because you ask him a question and you feel like you stand over him. I don't see that man did shit wrong. You asked him a question.
Who
Leave
you
his
talking? Are you talking about Zelensky of Ukraine? Or are you talking about Donald Trump? Who are you talking about?
the vice president under Trump, dude that's with Trump. I don't know his name. Like I don't remember his name.
Yeah. The vice president. So basically,
He asked the question. He shouldn't have asked the question he didn't want to answer to.
nah, but I mean,
In this day and age, no world leader, no country leader is shaking in their boots over America no more. Them days is them days is damn near completely gone.
hey, sir, watch your mouth. Watch your
Yeah,
mouth.
all right.
Watch your mouth. We are on these platforms. You do not want to say that or do that. No.
What am I? That go back to what I said about freedom. That go right back to what I said about freedom.
Bro, you know the game we play. Come on, man. You know the game we play. You know the game we play. You know the playbook and everything. You should already know. You know what I'm saying? We just genuinely giving opinions. That's it. Right?
We shouldn't be skewed over our opinions, though.
I'm not skewing you. I'm just saying.
I didn't say you were. I said we shouldn't.
We fuck around, get a letter in the morning, then or next week, then we gonna know what's up. So we still have to, what's up, bro. Same thing with that C word when we was talking about it a couple of years ago. You know how we got struck up just by saying anything about it. Come on, bro. You know what's up. I'm just saying it's as soft as you can in a world. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to P because I feel what you're saying, Big L. I already understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing, but you know what it is, bro. 100. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, fool.
Just don't ask the question you don't want to answer to. That's
Right.
that's the simplest way I
Yeah,
can say that.
yeah. There we go. There we
What
go.
the fuck?
There we go. All right.
Don't ask the question you don't want to answer to. Shit.
He cleaned it up.
What was that?
He said, "Don't ask a question that you don't want to answer to," and I agree with that. He cleaned it up. But now, 100p on the flip side, uh, you seeing how Trump first it was the vice president, you know, him or Zelensky. Then Trump stepped in. Is like, you disrespectful. You disrespected this country. In case y'all missed it, man, let me run that shit back, man. Hold on,
The
fool.
kind of
Hold on.
diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong,
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful
I will answer.
to come to the Oval Office of the
answer.
United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm not.
Donald Trump stepped in as a gangster and said, "Nigga, don't tell us what we are gonna feel. You don't know
Then,
that.
then don't ask dumbass questions.
That shit it don't make sense. You know, do y'all feel like that was, he said, President Zelensky was like, yeah, you have nice oceans, everything is good right now. You guys don't feel what we feel. Basically saying, basically one day it's gonna show up here on these shores. I don't know
Some
how
men
you
taking that as a threat.
and that
It sure sounded like it was a shot. A little bit.
literally they kicked that man out of the White House, literally, like after they were supposed to have dinner. He was supposed to like get that, that treatment. Supposed to get put up in a nice suite, some nice pajamas. He's supposed to kick it. He said, "Nah, nigga, get up out of this motherfucker, get on that plane and get back over there. Fast. Hurry up." Shit crazy. Shit crazy, man. You know. Um World peace, man. It's a hard challenge. We're gonna move right along, and this is something that I wanted to ask my fellas. I pulled up this content for the week. Uh Lizzo.
Hmm.
Lizzo. Lizzo, 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 Lizzo.
Lord.
Y'all remember her, a few years ago, she was a what they call him? SSBBW. That what they call him?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm being politically correct, bro. I'm not even shitting on nobody or clowning. Like I'm being straight
I
politically.
didn't say you was clowning, just your way around. I'm impressed. You knew what to say. I'm impressed.
Nowadays, based off of her weight loss, which I think is fucking awesome. There's been a lot of controversy behind her losing weight because a lot of people felt that, she was representation of, people that was large and in charge. But since she lost her weight, they feel like, um, you know, maybe she's not so much a spokesperson anymore. But me, my personal opinion, I can never be mad at somebody that is doing something regarding physical health. Right? I'm gonna take this picture down because I want to talk to y'all. Physical health is always first. You know, uh, I don't dig Lizzo like that. So no, no disrespect, but I think this black queen looks beautiful. She done lost some weight. Nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of people out here bashing her because she has lost the weight, which is ironic to me. I don't understand that. It's almost like they wanted her to remain like unhealthy in a fucked up condition. Almost.
No, no, it's about the people that may have looked at it as the people she encouraged to be healthy and or not healthy, but be comfortable in the skin you're in. So a lot of people who are her size who may have been thinking about a life change and getting skinny said, you know what? Lizzo said she's comfortable with it and happy. I'm gonna be happy too. Now they see her losing weight, and maybe they like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Maybe that messed somebody's head up.
No, I feel it. Maybe they should get on her same regimen too, though, right? When you wouldn't that be, what you invest your time into instead of I don't see nothing wrong with Lizzo, nigga. Yo, and again, I that ain't even my type. You know what I'm saying? She's a black queen, but nigga, she done toned all the way the fuck down for playing that flute on BET, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, straight up. She done turned all the way down from playing that flute on BET to where she is now. This woman is beautiful. She was beautiful before. Don't get me twisted. But
Hey, look at Monique, the comedian. You remember,
right,
remember,
right.
she was like, heavy set and encouraged people that I'm big and beautiful, and then she lost weight. Some people felt a way about that.
Facts. 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 It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean? If you remain unhealthy, then people are going to talk about you. If you decide to get yourself fit, shape, you're still going to be talked about. So that tells me is like, regardless of what you do in life, like you're still going to be, you know, criticized. Basically,
Yeah.
you
Damned
know,
if you do, damned if you don't.
right, right, right. I got one last topic, man, and this is important, man. Black History Month. This is for my brothers and sisters, man. Uh, it's simple here, man. There's 6 type of rest everyone needs. Everyone. White, black, brown, purple, yellow, green, beige, whatever color you are. Off the top, you know what I'm saying? They say you need your mental rest. Take a break from thinking. Try meditation or quiet walk sometimes. That's number one. Physical rest. Rest your body. I think this is most important. This is something that I practice as well. Um, what you say? People talking about this girl so bad, and they was big and confident. Now they talk about her losing weight. Exactly, exactly. You can't win from losing. I agree with you totally. Um, Physical rest. This is something that I've been practicing lately. Physical rest, man. Rest your body, sleep well, stretch, exercise gently, or just relax. Emotional rest. I'm gonna say that again. Because some motherfuckers might go over some motherfuckers' head. Emotional rest, ladies and gentlemen. Be true to your feelings. Say no when you're tired. Sometimes it's okay to say no. Hold up, nigga.
What the fuck?
Sometimes it's okay to say no. Think we got that fucked up. That's been one of my number ones. Social rest.
That's the big one, the biggest one in this
That's
2025.
the yes, that is the
Social
ultimate
rest.
right there.
Talk about it. Hold on. We gonna land right there. P, Big LA. We gonna pass the mic around. Big LA, nigga. Social rest. You say that's the biggest one. Why, big dog? Speak on it.
Because all of these facades that are put in front of our faces, all of these distractions that we see takes you away from life. Go the fuck outside. The air feel good, the trees smell nice.
Hmm.
Let the sun hit your skin.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
outside. Get the fuck out the house.
Yeah. P.
Yeah.
Social rest, man. Why you what? I seen you commented on. You say that's the biggest one. Why, big dog? Speak on it.
I mean, that means much more than social media. People think social rest, oh, I gotta lay off my phone. That's everything in entirety. Some people life don't change because they social network is on the same bullshit. So I'm talking about social media is one, but also your social living. Like how many people hang around the same people they've been hanging around for years that ain't about shit, ain't going nowhere, and wonder why shit in their circle ain't changing. You need some
Hmm.
social rest. Take a rest from that social crowd and see what comes about of it.
Man,
What's that thing they used to say?
y'all niggas deep.
Don't call nobody for a week and see who called you.
Hmm.
And at
Y'all
the end of
niggas,
the week, whoever called you, keep them. Whoever didn't, delete them.
y'all niggas is deep tonight, man. You know what I mean? This
Hey,
some real
hey,
shit.
hey, y'all know this, man. I tell people I know that you guys don't know all the time. I say, can't never one of them say I was the nigga that didn't keep in contact with nobody. I said, y'all gonna be the nigga that can never say, oh man, he deserved to get rich. You know what I'm saying? You know, he wasn't a nigga that was shady. I keep in contact with everybody. I tell people to do that because, like I say, man, tomorrow not promised, man. You could be talking to somebody right now, and the next hour they gone.
Man, I was just talking
Yes.
to you. I was just talking to you the other day, P, about that, bro. And like you already know. We had a deep conversation. You already know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna elaborate. Um, the next one, spiritual rest, man. Spiritual rest. You know, it says, find meaning, practice mindfulness, or spend time in nature. That kind of goes back to what Big LA was saying. Like, go outside, smell the fresh air. Get your spiritual right. You know what I mean? Um, and then last but not least, man, you got sensory rest. Unplug from screens. Everybody, if you're watching this or you're gonna watch this later, you ain't gotta be on Facebook, YouTube, all these social media platforms. It's almost like your brain has become dependent to that shit. Now, if it's for business, that's cool. But like I know a lot of people that probably spend it's 24 hours in a day, right, y'all? Right?
Last I checked.
I'm pretty sure there's people that spend more than 12 to 14 hours on social media every single day. Guaranteed. And they never get to enjoy the quiet time. I mean, that's what it kind of the last line bottom lines to. But to sum it up, all of these things can help you, I know mental health month is approaching. Um, this is the last day of, Black history, but I think, mental health is important in the Black community. Let me take this down. Hold on. Um, I think mental health is very important in the black community, man. You know what I mean? Um, Sometimes people just go on in life, and they sometimes you may not have nobody to talk to, man. You know what I mean? Shit. Hey, I told Big LA this earlier. You know what I mean? How's your day going can go a very long way. How are you doing can go a very long way. I think that may be a problem because people in our community we just look at somebody else like, that's not my problem. Turn the other cheek. You know, that ain't my issue. But we shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Especially in the black community. You know what I mean? I think we could do a lot better. Um, yeah, man. You know, it's a lot of shit. That we can change. What I'm saying, America. But before we get up out of here, I got to go around. The panel. It's my guys up in here, man. Big LA, 100P, man. P, I'm gonna start with you, man. Get the people some news they can use, big dog.
Some of y'all gonna spend your income tax money on stupid shit. Stay away from the blade. Stay away from the bullshit. Don't get no DUI in California. Y'all see these cash apps we got on our pages. Y'all send some bucks our way for giving y'all some entertainment. Because y'all gonna spend your money on bullshit anyway. I just felt I should say that because some of you motherfuckers are getting a few racks and y'all gonna go to a used car lot and spend it on a car you're gonna lose in 3 months.
Snare.
Some of y'all going to buy jewelry. Y'all gonna pawn 3 weeks from now.
Yo, I need
Real
to see.
shit.
I need.
Like real talk. Some bra gonna go buy 3 chains of the Slauson and go out that night and get robbed from
And then the nigga that robbed them gonna go. Well, whoever did it gonna go pawn them and then go fuck that money off on something.
Not robbed at the Slauson.
them. So
Damn.
hey, no, but real shit. I say this to say this. Think smart, man. You know what I'm saying? Do something right with your money, man. If you ain't got nothing to do with it, playing with it, you ain't had it in a few months. So something new like this, put it away till you need it.
Treat it like it.
Facts.
Treat
Fact.
it. I'ma say to y'all what a smart person said to me, and I hope they see this and they catch it when I say it. Spend, keep going through life like it ain't there. What was you doing yesterday before you got that money?
Hello.
So do the same thing today. Put that money away and figure out your same struggle that you was figuring out. Because a bigger
Get your ass out.
Real shit.
because a bigger situation is, will, and is gonna present itself.
Facts.
And when you put that money away and you could reach back and touch that money and be like, you know what? We were stressing over this and I ended up figuring it out anyway. And I left this money alone and now I can use it for this. Something real. You're gonna appreciate it.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, man. This has been another episode of the Roosevelt Show, man. Episode 95. Um, Appreciate everybody that watched tonight. Whether you watch this later or not, give me a like, man. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna definitely bring positive affirmations to the channel, man. Yeah. Um, Shout out to my nephew, man, Ascari, man. Today is my nephew's birthday. I want to give a super shout out to him in case he may watch this later.
Shout
Nephew, I
out,
see.
sorry.
Yeah, love you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nephew. You know what I mean? That nigga was damn near born on the leap year. He would have had a birthday every 4 years, but he came on the 28th. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to
I remember when he was a baby, man.
you know what I'm saying? Nigga, come on, P. That's that sandbox, man. We ain't, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Man,
Uh, but to everybody that watched, to everybody that may watch, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Um, Shout out to 100P tapping in, Big LA. Um, Big LA, man, give him a spill, man. You supposed to close this shit out. You went on another one, man. Get us up out of here, bro. Come on.
Big LA over there getting some head.
He probably is right now. Swear to God, nigga.
Hey, look, check this out. Dig these blues. One month from today, that will be the realest statement P ever say. I swear. But hey, we up out this motherfucker. We want to thank the ones that tuned in and the ones that's gonna tune in. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? This is the motherfucking Roosevelt show. Street Draft Media. Hey, King Roosevelt, 100P, Big LA. We in this motherfucker. Hey, shout out to the rest of the guys that's out there doing their work that couldn't
Nigga,
make it.
Yogi Loco.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
Yogi Loco, 100P,
That out.
goddamn Milo, Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, look, check these blues, man. Hey, the smartest thing I learned how to do was sit down, think about something, and proceed. A lot of y'all making right now, right this minute decisions.
Mm,
My
mm,
decisions is starting to calculate for the next year to 5 years.
mm.
So hey, if you broke today and you think about tomorrow,
Yeah,
you'll be broke. You'll be broke next week.
yeah.
But if you broke today and you think about some shit a year from now, manifested about 5 from now, you ain't gonna be broke. All I can do is teach you how to catch these fish. I can't cook it and feed it to you. Hey,
Mm.
look, in the meantime, but in between time, we'll fuck with you.
Well, fuck with you, man. Peace, love, and hair grease, man. Street Draft Media, man. We up out of here. We'll see y'all next Friday, man. Hey, make sure y'all tune in to the late hour show tomorrow. So versus going on. Make sure y'all tune in to the West Side of the 110 on Monday and the Sunday panel as well. Or Barbershop Talk Sunday on the late hour show. Until then, man, Street Draft Media, man, the Roosevelt Show holding it down.
Like that.
We'll catch y'all next week, man. We gone.